Hi, my name is Amrik Singh Mattoo, also known to my friends and family as Steve Mattoo. I'm a lawyer and I have a law firm, name of A.S. Mattoo and Associates. We lived in a neighborhood with many other East Indian families, all of us seeking to make our way in life. My education took place in England along with my brothers and sisters. As with all parents, my parents sought to live their dreams through us and gave us the opportunity to become educated. In my case, all of our family members, all of my brothers and sisters have done very well. I attended the University of Leicester in United Kingdom and obtained my law degree there in 1981. Shortly thereafter, my family had already immigrated to Canada, and I was to follow. Came to Canada. Having graduated university in the UK, I came over to Canada to join the rest of my family. Many challenges were to lay ahead in terms of, as now with many professionals who are qualified abroad, I came here with a law degree, and some barriers are placed in our way, challenges that we have to overcome in order to be accepted, have our qualification recognized. Even though the qualification was from the United Kingdom, I had to eventually decide to move to Alberta and do my articling in Alberta in order to qualify. We ended up in Alberta in 1986. I got hired by a lawyer in a place called Whitecourt, Alberta, 100 miles northwest of Edmonton. On occasion life takes us to places we never thought we would end up. That was quite an adventure for my wife and I to be living in a small community in northern Alberta of about 8,000 people, of which I think we were the only ones of East Indian origin. So it was a very interesting experience. We learned a lot about living in a small community, and we learned a lot about the Canadian lifestyle outside of what we experience here, in Surrey and in other metropolitan areas. It was a good experience. We ended up being in that small town for 5 years. The plan had been to be there for 1. We ended up being there for 5. But a wonderful experience. I would encourage young people, young lawyers who are coming through, go to these kind of small places to learn your craft, because it's one of those things where you have to accept all the cases that come through the door. You don't just specialize in one area of law. You're in a general practice, and you get exposed to criminal law, you get exposed to real estate, you get exposed to family law and civil litigation. And it's a really good grounding for your future as a lawyer, and it's one thing I would recommend to young people. So having married my wife Rita, who's from Kamloops, in 1984, we found ourselves in Whitecourt, Alberta, and we were fortunate enough to have 2 children in Whitecourt. So that's their claim to fame, that they were born in small town Whitecourt, Alberta. My eldest son, Ramir, was the first, born in 1989. Followed by my daughter Simina in 1991. We had always intended to come back to British Columbia because our family was always here. As I say, we did spend that time in Alberta, but we were looking to return, and we did so. In 1992, we were able to return to British Columbia, and I took up a job with the BC government in the labour relations field, and it was, again, another change for us, a challenge. We had to move from province to province. At that time, I was required to sit examinations to move from province to province, which is no longer required now, but was a requirement then. As I say, you do what you have to do to succeed. When we moved back here, I did that short stint in government and then was given an opportunity to get back into private practice. I will always remember and give credit to CGM lawyers, Deepak Choda and Rudy Gellert, who gave me the opportunity to get back into private practice. Spent 7 years with them, before I decided to open my own office, AS Mattoo and Associates, originally in Pyle Business Centre and now in our new office here in York Centre. It is easy to imagine that anything that we achieve in life is achieved only by us and our family, but of course we must always pay respect and homage to our parents who underwent the sacrifices to make all of the things possible that we're able to do. Myself, both of my parents have now passed away, Udham Singh Mattoo and Preetam Kaur Mattoo of village Pandori Khas in Jalandhar. Very, very proud of them. We'll always remember them. My office has a picture of the two of them. We're dedicated to their memory because they made all things possible for us to happen. And even though they had humble beginnings within one generation, I think they achieved quite a lot. Going forward, now my oldest son has completed his law degree and will hopefully be joining me in the practice over the next year or two. And we can hopefully go on from strength to strength. Our main area of practice has been in real estate, conveyancing, and I cannot say enough how the community, the East Indian community, Punjabi community has supported our practice. What a wonderful entrepreneurial and spirited community we have that basically carries the economy on its back as far as I'm concerned. I don't think we get enough credit for all the things that we do, the business owners, the purchasing property, selling property. We're a very active community, and it's a pleasure and an honor to serve this community, and I intend to do that for many years, and hopefully we can grow into other areas of practice as well and be of even more service to the community. We hear so much negativity in the media about our youth in our community, but what I see is a little different picture. We have so many young people who are going out, getting themselves an education, doing very well for themselves in all professions, and including the legal profession. As with my son who will be joining my practice, I have already graduated from articles. I'm proud to say 4 students who have become lawyers under my tutelage. Very proud of that, very proud of young people in our community. I think we can be a good role model for other communities as well. I see a lot of potential going forward. I think that the young people in our community can do a lot for Canadian society. Hopefully we will build even to participate even more in the law society, in the upper echelons of the law society, not just on our own local level, but to influence the laws and to get out there and really make a difference for our community. That's my dream, that our young generation can do that, and I have great confidence that they will. Have anything to say to the younger generation, it is that if anything, you come across experiences in life, usually your instinct will tell you, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? In life, whatever your instinct is telling you, you should listen to it. We all have potential to do good, and we all have potential to do bad. We know when we're doing bad, so I would encourage all the young people to take advantage of the opportunities in this country. There's opportunities for education, not only up to grade 12, but if you haven't gotten your education up to grade 12, there's opportunities beyond that for you to make up your education and to really do something for yourself. And I think it's a great compliment to our community that there are so many people who are entrepreneurs, don't have too much education, but they've managed to start a business and make a success of their business, bringing their children into the business. I mean, that's it's a wonderful testament to our society. And this brings to mind a story that I often share with clients. My mother would always struggle to sign her name because, of course, my mother and father were illiterate. They had no education. They didn't have that opportunity. And she would say, "Hi pot, main padhi nahi hegi." And our answer to her always would be, "Chalo, tusi padhiyan di maa hegi hain. Dekho, badi fakhar di gall hai." So we're very proud of our parents. We're very proud of what they've done for us. And I think that's an example that in life, anything is possible. I'm very proud to call myself a lawyer. It's a very honorable profession. We have a professional code of conduct that we all have to abide by, and it's a solemn promise that we make. Lawyers exchange solemn promises between one another every day. We see it every day in our conveyancing real estate practice. I give a promise to another lawyer, and that is my word. That lawyer gives a promise to me, and that is his word. This is what the whole system is based on. It's a profession of integrity and great professionalism. Very proud of all of my colleagues, all of the other lawyers that we have in Surrey, and of course all around the province. I think it's, as I say, an honourable profession, one that many more of our young people can aspire to. We are specialising in real estate. Every day, we are dealing in hundreds of thousands, literally millions of dollars. But it's a wonderful feeling that you can come in every morning. You're going to have a different challenge. Something is going to, something about a file that will challenge you. I love to interact with our community, have people coming in. They can ask me questions. The people that know me will call me, come in, consult with me. I like to keep myself open communication. I'm one of the lawyers that you can actually phone and you will get through to me. You won't just be forced to speak to a staff member all the time. So that's the relationship I like to create with my clients. And going forward, I would be nothing without my staff. I have to give them great credit. My staff is everything to me. They do a lot of hard work, and without them, I would be nothing. I don't kid myself that any of this is possible without my staff. And of course, my wife Rita also works in the office and is a great source of strength and support for me. So it takes a team. It takes a team to make a successful law practice. And I believe we have a wonderful team here at AS Mattoo and Associates. We try to serve everybody to the best of our abilities. We hate to use the excuse that we are busy. We are sometimes busy, but we still try to put you number one, put the customer as number one, the client as number one, and hope to continue to do that for many years.